Hi, welcome. In this session, we are going to discuss with one of the important element from your automobile, that is clutch. Session includes introduction to clutch, types of clutches, which is further followed by specifically single plate clutch. So let's move on. So here you are having automobile transmission system, which includes engine, clutch, gearbox, then this propeller shaft with universal joints, and at last you are having differential mechanism. So by means of all this power transmitting element, we are ultimately transmitting the power to all your four wheels, and thus your vehicle is going to move down on a road. Now among all these major power transmitting elements, we are specifically going to focus on clutch. Clutch is a mechanical device that used to connect or disconnect the driving shaft from the driven shaft at the will of operator. But what exactly mean by that driving shaft and driven shaft, where they came from? So here you are having your engine, the shaft coming out from the engine is to be treated as driving shaft, and the shaft that comes out from the clutch and that further goes towards gearbox to be treated as driven shaft. So clutch is what going to do, it is going to transmit the power from engine to gearbox by means of this element, by means of this intermediate device that is to be called as clutch. Now apart from this transmission of power from engine to gearbox, what is the key role of your element, that is clutch? So here we are having its function. By means of clutch, we can bring our vehicle to the rest without stopping the engine. And clutch can also offer to change a gear without creating a shock load on your engine. So with these two important function, you are having clutch in your automobile. So let's further move with its brief classification. Here you are having two general types of clutch. One is positive clutch and other is friction clutch. Positive clutch is simply there you are having some interlocking jaws, they get interlocked with one another, and thus power is transmitted from driving shaft to driven shaft. So if we are not having such kind of power transmission, if we do not require it, so we simply disconnect them just by having unlocking of that jaws from one another, and we just accommodate our respective task. So this is what the simple or the rigid way to connect two shafts rigidly. You found its application mostly in industry. The other one is friction clutch. The name itself indicates here the frictional force is completely responsible for the transmission of power, for the transmission of a torque. And that frictional force you found in between two contacting plates, in between two contacting surfaces. So that frictional force, it is responsible for the transmission of torque, thereby the clutch is to be called as friction clutch. Now in further slide, we are going to have a brief classification about friction clutch. So move with that. So friction clutch has three major types. First one is split or disc clutch. Second one is cone clutches, and third one is centrifugal clutches. Now for the first part, there you are having plate or disc clutches. It is to be sub-classified as single plate clutches and multi-plate clutches. And again, these both are available in the wet form as well as in a dry form. Therefore, they get further classified as wet clutches and dry clutches. Now we are going to discuss all these different types of clutches one by one with coming slide. So let's move. So at first you are having plate clutch. Plate clutch, which is also called as disc clutch, it consists of set of driving and driven plates. They get arranged alternatively after one another one. So if you are having some set of such kind of driving and driven plates, which are also in the form of that circular disc, then that's according to its construction, it's simply to be called as plate or disc clutch. You found its application in your automobile. Now this plate clutch, it is get further classified according to the number of driven plates used. If you are having only one driven plate in your respective clutch, then that clutch is to be called as single plate clutch. And if you are having more than one driven plates, then that type of clutch becomes multi-plate clutch. So this is what it's one classification based on the number of driven plates used, and to the other side it is get again classified based on use of cooling oil. So what kind of cooling medium you are using, according to that the clutch get classified. First one is wet clutch. If you are using cooling oil for the purpose of that heat dissipation, then that clutch is to be called as wet clutch, as you are using cooling oil. But if you are not using any kind of cooling oil over there, to have a cooling of your respective clutch, or whatever may be the heat dissipation in between that two contacting surface, if there is a complete absence of cooling oil, you are going to cool it just naturally, then that becomes your dry clutch. So this is all about the first type of friction clutch, which is to be plate or disc clutch. Move to the next. So second one is cone clutch. Cone clutch is very similar with your single plate clutch in its working principle, but in construction it is somewhat differ. Here you found that plates of plate clutch or disc clutch, they get replaced right now with some of the conical former. Here you found there are two conical formers, they are having the engagement with one another, they get accommodate in one another, and their shape is somewhat like as a conical former. So according to that construction, the clutch is to be called as cone clutch. Next to it, centrifugal clutch. As it works on the principle of centrifugal force, thereby the kind of clutch is to be called as centrifugal clutch. So this is all about the three different types of friction clutch. One is plate clutch, second is cone clutch, and third one is centrifugal clutches. Now further move with specifically single plate disc clutch, which is our point of interest. So here you are having its two-dimensional figure, which clearly shows the all elements of your single plate clutch. So let's initially discuss about its construction. Now this single plate disc clutch, it consists of one driving shaft that is coming out from the engine. On this driving shaft, we are going to mount one driving plate, which is also called as pressure plate. This driving plate is getting keyed rigidly with this driving shaft. Further on to the right side, there you are having driven plate, which is also called as friction plate or clutch plate. Now it is get mounted on this shaft available to right side, which is to be called as driven shaft, but this shaft you found it is a spline shaft. So whatever maybe the splines are there, on that splines the respective driven plate is get mounted, so it can easily free or slide along the splines of spline shaft. Then again in between this two plates, there you found specially on the driven plate there is one friction lining material, which is usually woven asbestos. So that friction lining material is get pasted on the driven plate or get it riveted on that respective driven plate, and further on it is going to sandwich between this driving and driven plate, and that is further going to responsible for transmission of power, where we are having the frictional force. To the other side, there you found helical compression spring. That helical compression spring exerts the axial force on the driven plate or on the friction plate. Then just to the lower side, here you found that disengagement mechanism, which consists of this disengagement sleeve, again these two levers, and that lever is in connection with this clutch pedal. So this is all about the construction of single plate clutch. Further move with its working. Now whatever may be the picture that is on your screen, it is what the disengagement position of your single plate clutch. It means your clutch pedal right now is in a press condition. But consider that your clutch position, clutch pedal position is up. We are not going to apply any force on that. So in that condition, you are completely having the engagement of these two plates. So with the engagement of this two plate, what happens? The axial force of a helical spring that ensures the friction plate is getting pressed against the your driving plate, and ultimately the friction lining material, that the asbestos material, is getting sandwiched between these two plates. Now with this engaged condition, what happens? Torque is transmitted. Torque is transmitted from driving shaft to driving plate by means of key. Further on, from that driving plate, torque is transmitted towards driven plate by means of this friction lining material. So whatever may be the frictional force between these two contacting surfaces over here, or the plates over here, that is responsible for transmission of torque from driving plate to the driven plate, and ultimately the further power transmission is from driven plate to the spline shaft by means of the splines of the respective shaft. And hence we say that clutch, by means of this clutch, we can transmit the power from driving shaft to driven shaft with this engaged position. Now in order to disengage the respective clutch, what we are going to do, we are going to just press the clutch pedal. Now with this pressing of the clutch pedal, what happens? It leads to displace the lever, and ultimately this disengagement sleeves turns to right side. And due to that, what happened? In the same condition, the spring force is getting neutralized by the external force applied by means of that respective disengagement sleeve, and thereby with this clutch pedal. So this will allow, this disengagement position allows us to change a gear or to stop a vehicle without stopping the engine. So this is what the key role of clutch or any clutch. That is what we can simply change a gear without stopping our vehicle, and that is what the working of this single plate clutch. You found its application in many of the automobile like truck, bus, cars, where large radial space is available. So this is all about the detailed construction, working, and the application of single plate clutch, which is also called as disc clutch. So in this session we covered 3 points. First of all, introduction to clutch, which is further followed by brief classification or types of clutches, and at last the detailed briefing of single plate clutch. So this is all about the session. Thank you.